Please tell us your name.
Tenzin
Dechen.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record your experiences so that we can share your memories with many generations of Tibetans, the Chinese, and the rest of the world. Your memories will help us to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. Do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
Pepe mimangche, gami mimangche, zamli yongzo la capture. Chola kenangi nyamnyung sama ngzo sama sane, ngzo pepe gi logyungune, rikshungune, da yijingune hakugure. Ane chesa ane the Tibetan yogi par gachuya gi chola chokje nangi yona.
Okay. Thank you for offering to share your story with us.
Ngzo deli yunga tuchina shine.
During this interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let me know. If you do not wish to answer a question or talk about something, let me know.
chola handa tiba chinen chidonga kese kimala chola kago na chutungo na kana digire. Ane thande kese tiba chigyogi chola nengenge machona len magyana digire.
If this interview was shown in Tibet or China or anywhere in the world, would this be a problem for you?
Di tanda tiba chinen chigyogi temo gyagyo di kese pyo da yanal da zamli yongzol to na kange yorwe.
Kange yo mare ngoye nen chutena.
It's not a problem for sure the truth is.
Okay. We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project.
Chula anzola nyamnyung shewa de tujina shwe. Nangmi hazo syo.
Nangmi deur.
So I was from Kangze, and I had 7 family members.
And where were you, how many children and where were you in that lineup?
Ne pingya phaji maje khazo syo re. Ne pingya thugro. Thugne ane chola ane jinga changre cheshe re khande dawse.
Nga nipare. Angi nipa tombo nifaera.
So there were 6 others, and I was the second. Second eldest.
And what kind of work did your family do when you were a little girl?
Chola da pheona da chunjune salong chidong lega khande dawse.
춘주를 nga papa 총이.
Papa.
파야. Pig.
So I used to herd pig.
What year were you born?
Chola kesa lo hazere kedu kha. Chikdong gubya hazere kedu khana.
Chidung nga chingani lo.
1952.
1952. Okay. And Ani, can you tell me a little bit about your childhood? What was it like? What were some of your memories of your childhood?
Chola ta chijune phena chalong chidong na nyamnyung do khande do syo.
다니 춘추군은 보고 몸부터 파기 짱가는 순이야. 순차샤.
빨라.
말로 하고요. 파기 로 둘라 짱가는데.
초라 로 두긴도 하나.
말이.
초라 빨라.
말로 들이 고스레.
로 고인도 간 정갈다로.
대체 틀을 하고도 빨라 순
So when I was 9 years old, my dad was imprisoned by the Chinese for 6 years.
And why was he imprisoned?
초라게 빨라라다 gamige simya gyumzen hare.
진짜 들이 건조고 단다 따소서 제카도도 제카도도 rinchi ngarin buchicha o diga pawa dange pawa ni tam to chimbi pura di janal tombo takotor ma chiju mazokon ane der nemsi hako ane ya yondel kono rije kandu pa di jawa ta third char Ngepa nang lara. Tini kunzu go leje pasore. Leje pasu pu
leje kwa gyami gi leje.
Gyami leje sur. Ani sado dunga do khangka go ya chalo se ya me khumba se ya kanka ya le. Til ne wa ti jinu ti nyangye shar. Shar pa. Tini te tanga ganga chupo khumba tumba mombo era. Ani santa ya ne changye mane changye tam mse ganga khumba menge thang nyenge ganga khumba tre. Ani jeya lencho ganga tejin khumba gulu mecho ma gulu de sada gulu ya len shero ganga mi gosha ja neji khumba pora gosha ja chet. Tigzon so ya.
So the thing is that Ngari Rinpoche, Rinchen Khandaro, and my dad belonged to the same family, and so
The same family as what?
same family with Ngari Rinpoche. Ngari Rinpoche's wife belonged to the same family as my dad. So then later he was appointed as a Chinese official, appointed an official by the Chinese to manage all the house they had vacated and all the resources, all the money, resources. And so later he distributed it back to the people they had taken it from. That was the reason that he was imprisoned.
I see. And who was this person, Rinpoche?
Ngari Rinpoche is in Deshesh Kanana.
Ngari Rinpoche jar muchi kachiri. Tanden deyo. Dharamsala yor. Brother, younger brother.
Oh, his younger brother. Ngari Rinpoche was His Holiness the Dalai Lama's younger brother.
Okay. I'm going to back up a little bit, okay, in the story. Ani, before we talk about your father's imprisonment and how it happened, so tell her that before we do that, I wanted to know what were conditions like in your family before your father was taken away.
초일라기 빨라 쫌바 마상외라 간데 낭미 낭 간데 잡으셔야 돼.
그래서 다 보고 제사를 저 두가 보고 강가 열 보고 nga 열라 대지 야용네 보고 지지 로투준라 정간에 데라.
First there were 5 children, and then one was born after my dad was completed his prison term.
Okay, and one born after. And so, were your family working every day as farmers, and were you doing any work yourself on the farm?
아니 엄마 딱바래 싱가모는 되기래. 싱글 치는 싱갈은 싱글. 아니 초일라는 잘래 남기래 바길라 싱갈라.
레그르 나 들이 그냥 야포요 마. 근데 자켓 추추 인데게서 무슨 막 림보요 마. 아니 간지에 맞짱도 그래. 한국 가요 마. 들이 강에 침보를.
Yes, we used to work, and I used to just wear this jacket, and we even didn't have shoes. We used to go barefoot.
So were conditions difficult, and were you a poor family, and was that always your condition to be a poor family, or had something happened to make your family poor?
한 초일하다 엄마네다 초일하게 난게 내당디 엄마네 약보여래 겨우여래. 아니 지마 겸일네 겨르래디.
잠밀레데 제리 무슨 냐마 첨부 말에 더 레칼랭에서 요모 니어 그런 밤만 매줬던 로 친래 대지 그 지도서들 무슨 놈이 그 컨트롤 뒤쪽이 인데 레세 그 말이사 오늘 그러고 아마 글라스 저 요보 레카 쟁에 근데 수그리 인데 조그사리세 컨트롤 치고 그러사 컨트롤 때 심바 좀 보서 취한다 제 데드릴라스.
So we were neither rich nor poor, sort of like a middle class. So we had 2 workers who were sort of orphans, and we were very lenient with them, and it was not like we just sort of barked orders at them.
And were there any Chinese in your area when you were a little girl?
Chola lochunju endo kana nyamla gyami ende doya tadu.
Yori nganzo nangalo de mami de ndi shi ndi kanga kanera shiri. De kanga ko ne kikmaja mami sa tsene de kanga ko kunzo ko metanzar.
아주 우주게는 키죠로.
다 nganzo nyedera tsel. tsel ma nyedera kunzo mami jinro kitnde kmaja kikmaja de ya tsoze 신요마라 나쪽은 나가 오 신인데서 오늘 대셔라 단데도 어디 신이 가죠 근데 건조 시 키트야 쪼그라 쪼제 대강가 꽂찬데 내가 라이 나도 대사 마겔 빨렌디 델 메제 가르신 대 아메 라우트 마페 티징가 좀 공부 니 첨부 싫어요만 니 지모여 디노 대와 안 채널 마페 뭐이지라 키크마자 메톤사다 타장여라 어디가 빨래 강가 꼬샤 대 가르쳐를 라잉에랑 지망한도 빨래 요만 쳐그라 재미 마음이 되니 키크마자 아니 잘 쪼네 아니 대주고 메땅을 했어도
So there were Chinese before as well, and there were Chinese army, and once what happened was that they stole our dogs, and then they wanted to cook it, so they didn't have any wood. So they took because we all were sleeping, and in the night they took the wooden planks from the kitchen area, and then they use it as firewood, and they cooked the dog.
And what was the family's reaction to having their dogs killed and eaten by the Chinese?
Another chelagita nang the kidinzo kinane gamigi sarwa, gamigi chone sarwa, and dikolane nangmila chonang kande dawsleso.
다지 커서 가르쳐나면서 살라 팩마리 저게 쯔서 라 팩마리다 그저 강가 마음이 되대로 마음이 돼
So we didn't.
카카 대기를
We just had to keep silent. We couldn't even say that you took our dogs and cooked it.
And what did she think, Ani? What did you think of that?
Dikola chela and samsu kande dawsleso.
다 나라도 내가 아마 트인 나 드려도 대주고 어쩌서 아서 트럼바 문디라 다 지지 똥차스라 나 드릴로 나 두이서 때 아니 아마 실다 나를 첨부쳐 다 개작라 개작가 깔래카오여라 니게 쳇트리 던데라서 아마 맞아 마음이 던데 제르이사
Ni ladu khanane chela la samsu kande dawsleso. Lung lang song kande dawsleso.
륜노선 다 한번 차오 다 세르 페마라 한번 차오 휴리 소소고 나가 안데서 다 컨바오 소소로 온차 여마리서 안데서
So when this incident happened, I was only 5-6 years old. So later only, like I asked it, because it was very difficult to clean the house with no wooden planks. So then I asked her, and then she told me narrated this incident. And then I thought, like, the Chinese are so greedy that, we should at least have right over our own house.
저는 내들이 하고 오면도 자르무지 단다 로 시신쿨 빠지여래 로 시신쿨 빠지여라 대 베네 잠이 용그르스를 까간 걸 바로 샤데르 땡 하고도 베네 잠이 용그도 스리야 베샤그르 대 하고도
So even when the Chinese was coming, we had a small picture. So when they were coming, we hid that.
A small picture of what?
Dharamsala kubarwa.
kubar.
Yeah, picture of His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Diji nganzo 제리 문도 diji 사사서.
Kawa
gang be샤그르.
So
we hid it on top of the pillar. But later we tried to look for it. It seems like the rats had eaten it.
And what did you know was happening in Lhasa when you were 5, 6, maybe 8, 7, 8? Did you know anything about what was happening in Lhasa and what was happening to the Dalai Lama, or what did happen? When did you begin to understand what was happening?
안에도 삼수 가둘래서 로춘준 내려요.
로춘준 내려기도 가서는 간도 레카도그라 간도 로춘 내려가 그 건조 재미 nga phoba changi shar
lochune
nyole tsujaira otre ni amate je nga ta chunchukul papa chomdro mutri nga nang chi shagre pugu shi je nang cha go shilone gonjo jado gure nge pugu ri takre
당보 보고다 그러
to pugu ta
so 핑게라
pinjar
아니 암라 도샤그와 고자견
amaniore
아니요
다지 스무라 kunni gnoz pawa sun chartere chankan.
So before, like my mothers went to work for the Chinese because they had to. So and we had two mothers, and one was the mother's sister, and they would lock us inside and from outside. So and they would go to work, and I was supposed to take care of the
other children.
Other children, yeah. And when I was 10 years old, I was herding pigs for the Chinese.
And what do you remember? What was the feeling in your family at that time around the Chinese presence? Were you scared? Was it dangerous? Were you okay? What was the feeling?
And chölaने gamin ta nyendamna idu khana chöla gi namila chona khande do usle gidu sheso lungla so khande do cheso
ta tingan chun chanzar ko jo japan da tong pe dipo de sanga amati jengudu ta jami singe tendre ri su phagi no deon yo mare changani yo res ni ta nge ni ro sari pogre tendre nyangge res ngudu nga gyambara.
So my mom was very worried about this Chinese presence and what if, and what will happen. And so since I was one of the eldest, so she used to speak to me, narrate these troubles.
Do you remember what your mother would say to you?
Until Tenzin Dechen, nguma amlagi khari lagis.
하고 그것도 간가.
Khari lag khande dos lagire.
아메 그때 나도 파긴 생각은 요레스. 팅에니는 내가 만들었다. 까마찌시나 니마리 까마쭈쭈 떼고라. 까마찌시나 까마찌다 쉴르고라. 아니 안라 안기 떼고라. 까마찌 째기도스. 냐니 만들었나 다 까마다네. 까마가세 싸메다네. 드리 마떼고. Te masana na pogur je sayam dis drona na ni pogu yopoju nda zogris ni khala sag rom dis ngut
아니 낭 파게 점이 내가 약 붙이나 아니 내 까마
다 신카리 녀래와
아니 점이 까마 추트기래
니마리 까마 추추테 그래 디노리 까마 다시 슈런도라 치세 까마 chi shiluri kama chi ma che shag kama gums rog mari ta tsenka se kunzo jang bu sho zo da del jan jo po ta sho se jan ta tsenka de chi para ko kama men sa yo mara ane ti kama che shan ane o del shen ko le ka yungura ta shilun chi se chi rona chi se chi ta tsenka de chi para chi se chi nga chung ko chi nyogan ro isere chese chi gumbate la tsenka de chipa chi jang chere pe de chene ta nani jachi pata sosa terene ngatani chi de ngaro ha ko do ta ane so chare shinka le choyo mare teni jawa se sa ten ro sa yesaris ame ngatang
amla tang ro
leka ndi ka kasa ngori ri zo leka chem ko shinka chino jawa juice.
So, yes, I remember what my mother used to say. She used to say, like, my dad is our dad is in prison, and so there's so much problem, and because they were very strict about the time schedule. So if you are like even 1 minute late, they would sort of penalize you for it.
Who is they?
The Chinese.
Strict about what time schedule?
They had basically set a itinerary for them for every day for the mother. So she had to very strict. So for instance, she had to buy sort of groceries. She had to only go for 1 hour, like 1 hour sharp. So mom used to say, like, the Chinese are very clever. Instead of prisons, they have made, like, our homes like prison, because when you are that strict about time schedules, it is like prison. You don't have the free will to go anywhere. So then in 1981, my mom was thinking, like, there's no point for me to be staying here. And so then 1981, mom was like, I should become a nun and I should go to India.
So 1981.
지금 고비에 게치기라 수 갸가 용어.
라리 자치 잔인다 오래 줬다데.
81, 82. I guess.
데데 디파르리 플라 도지딜티 군두고 데이난 것도 그래.
So you were
추지난 것도 그래.
And those
데르 그바 플라 베일 하드다 자시 자치로 전일 더 돈분이 빠진데 도지든 칠래.
How old were you when your mother said you should become a nun?
아니 최라네 최라기 암라기 아니 다산 루고도라 두하나 록 아니라 록 하셨어.
ngallonya sisangai
니생아 지도 신에 아니 살아.
ajere
I was 25 years old. Only after that.
Around
ngan
25.
dopan shashi sojonge tini tel Jetsun Milarepa non tatade te tarita chomundu so jonsongaro sembal dan ko andela jami na chiton chiren so chomarita 이게 지장 취지는 야사리서스.
So it was not point because I had to work for the Chinese, so it was better to come and get some studies.
And where was your father at that time?
저가 도 빨라 가야래.
빨라 들이 야땅서 디지를 야땅으로.
너 독재라.
네, 키만탈라 톨라 똥차시.
될라.
눈저 쉬네. 근데 너 자시도. 케말 끈이.
So after the period of 6 months, my dad was released. 6 years. And
After 6 years.
But then my dad had a lot of health problems, especially in the kidney, because of the Chinese had kicked him excessively.
And Ani, I would like to go back and understand the conditions around your father's arrest. First of all, so tell Ani that, please. I would like to understand the conditions. Tell her.
그래서 나 그 야가초도 막양면에 this 대시 계절 지기라서.
Okay. Was there a monastery near you?
출란 대산 연담라네 곰바다고 쉬어라. 타산.
곰바 요마 나그래도 빼든 또 짜래. 취때지 말는 라운데 취때지 소쪽을. 팅아 그래서 대표만 안디 배완된 거. 그래서 또
So all the monasteries were already destroyed.
Okay.
And even if you had to do, your prayer breeds, you would hide them, hide and do it.
팅에 선발다 하루 보고도 파마르지 로지하거라. 다 처음부터 사서 들이.
So that's when I thought, like when I heard about my father's my father's condition and all these problems, so I thought like there was no point to working here.
Yes. Ani, you mentioned something about His Holiness's brother, and I was trying to understand.
Yeah, His Holiness's brother, the dad, my dad's family belonged to the wife of Ngari Rinpoche. So they were in the same family. So by blood they were connected to some important people. Yeah.
And was the important people that your dad's family belonged to the wife of the Rinpoche, and the Rinpoche was the Dalai Lama's brother?
Younger brother.
Younger brother. And where was he living?
다도 아니 Ngari Rinpoche 과 야갈 수 폐사래 다도.
들이 먼저 내쇼로 가리면 하고매.
말에 ngu마 빨라라 종안 다도 하나.
빠는 정건 다들 Ngari 묻지 라사요라. 들이 제가 춘주를 넣는지라. 내 빠와도 빼 참버를 그런 빠와니 춘추리 참버를 때니 빠와고 빼 뭔가 큰 있어 그것도 그런 그래서 진간도
So no, that time
맞을로자 남아트 이럴 때 뜻이 들이쁘고 여서 말해.
So he was in Lhasa that time, and that Ngari Rinpoche was young.
Got it.
And
하고 말이 그런 Ngari Rinpoche 간데 하고 말이 그치 간데.
My father.
My father was friends with father of Ngari Rinpoche.
I see.
And he was a young, and he also remembers carrying him when he was 5-6 years old.
I see. He remembers carrying His Holiness's younger brother.
Yeah.
And your father was friends. Your father was friends with the father.
Yeah, of Ngari Rinpoche. So that means His Holiness father as
Ngari
well.
Rinpoche 들이 무시마다 the riche kandung ngan to pai ti para.
Oh, so it was Ngai Rinpoche's wife who would become the later wife. Rinchen Khando, he carried Rinchen Khando. Rinchen Khando, who was the later wife of Ngai Rinpoche, and he carried her, yeah.
Oh, he carried Rinchen Kondo.
Yeah.
When your father carried Rinchen Kondo when she was a little girl.
Yeah.
I see. And Rinchen Kondo married His Holiness's younger brother. Later. Now, how can we go back again and explain how did your father get in trouble and what did he do that the Chinese accused him of and sent him to prison for 6 years? Right? Do you want to ask again?
Chulane yan di palala da zonga gemi gi zonga da di ki gyumse di yan shiruna deshesh kana.
Ade te ta ngonzo sado do ta mozo chembo kanga z shir di ta charo chu ta chalo yes te ya de chagro
Gemi gi duro.
Gemi gi ya mozo chi ji tan ne zogo yin se konzo ya de te tange shar mozo pala chutra se ji yer ta
di ta pembo sharo nyange pembo do sharo
pembo sena ta jinyangi pembo sena te uncha yer kro uncha mene ta chen ko dra uncha tren don dra te kro go ti ta nganzo ter je to chare ta mo zo khashi so yo mari pe
mangso do sala
dong mari to la la sa do ta jaga thana so to ra yamile gri ya to ra ani töndur ani kamba tumba momboyara tinul me tong ne longol me khangde ta mima
mangko andere
ta cho segra cho mari ta jamisura kangal ndere ni shin khomba me cho shinka me cho yer baba chi kanga tel khomba te shinka te ani ti jami gyo izse shirdu te pe mari te chala kuda ta ni che do pora tejil patre sheda kar chena chisa treshada kono tene te teni ta cho du choris ya do cho jakanga trecha dise ne zondu chenka.
So the Chinese, under the pretext of introducing sort of communism, and they were trying to empty and take whatever possessions the rich family, the big families had. They were evacuated from their homes, all the rich and big families. So my dad was sort of appointed as a sort of the wealth collector. He would it was kept under his supervision, all the houses and all the farms and some all his possessions. So he had a sort of a semblance of an authority given to him by the Chinese. But then he saw all these people were rendered homeless because of the Chinese. They were not poor actually. They were rendered homeless by the Chinese, and so he felt bad for them, and he sort of gave those houses and farms back to these poor homeless people, people who have been rendered homeless due to the Chinese. And he is like, I don't care, and I will just go ahead and do it. So, and he even gave them some of the possessions. And this is why the Chinese were not happy with it, because he was supposed to collect it, not distribute it to the common public.
Why, Ani? Why do you think your father was selected for such a big job for the Chinese? Why was he given such a task?
Ana chola gita palala, ana gami gita the good duya gita, and the wangja do khajin tere samgudu.
Just duya marita. Kunzo go ya du te tangi.
Tangi khajin tare samgudu. khachine tare samgudu dilega di
Teta konzo ngando mutu ngima metu chembora janali mi tange thatsar ko ta chiju zogdo te yago hakone ni nga asi reche kandi pawa torita reche kandi chunchu de khne ta yawa tordo mutu pawa amma upo toguno pro tompo che yesara pugu chi che teni sha matne lor ne koni da jami malemi changa ta changa sigda temotam tretezuri teni ta ya program du seteni ko hakora tur mutu appa ta Jimete Buguri, Kono Trizaga Bogan Del Hogrisa Hada. And that Muyara Shivu Kono Sombo, Regil Samba must chin Laumari, the name Consuguti Lapan Shada, Jalor Jetunge, that Rungeri. Adu pono that adu soset and the Giere Trumba. Tino Jekanga da Tino Tunge Shada. Kono ta Karchineche, that is Santa Casa Cane, P. Longer the Meton du Cashipa Machipa Payamari, Parji Trundasari. And it terrible combat or nature the Tijin treasure. Soon as Karchineche Kono son. They insect to Kono.
So, since one of the more prominent families, and that time Rinche Khando's family had already run away to India, and even like my father was even sent to China. So he was appointed not as like the collector, but the Chinese already collected it, and he had to oversee it. He had to oversee the already collected, and but then he was a very kind man, a very sort of pure man. And so when he saw all these people who've been rendered homeless with their most of the parents who have gone away, so he felt bad, and that's why he gave the houses and gave them bedding and clothes to wear.
How long did your father? You said your father was sent to China. Where did he go in China, and do you know how long?
Choelag pala gana thiri lemba.
Jan Tiri, that the menu says a year, Zakash, Zankan.
Mare nguma gana thi.
Oh, Jana Changa Tursa.
Gana chamlan thi.
That Temutangi. Then Kunzugu Hakura, Mima Kanga Chala, and Sogora. Jalo Kanga Pu, Chinka, Mombo Dia Pu, Zola Hakora, take the chicken to power third. And then
the Ganala Nima Hazus there.
Te Hakubanga Chinchura. And though teaching is at the Consugi Tole Hakosonsa.
I didn't put the Kundo Inguma, the Pembo Mangutidwaya. Oh, Zombo Mangunium the Chichota, Tadubium the Dore.
Marie, Natute, Zopes and Ataris in Laiba.
Marchesa,
Pembo Seke Marie, Matu Chembo Pura, and there's Zogo said that she knows a treaty, Trombosian. Cousin Chunzo and then the Chigri Segura. Then she control Richekan to power treaty to its heart.
And Yam the Egypt Kando power Yam the Torva. So my father and Rinche Khando's father, they all were taken by the Chinese. I don't remember the exact duration because I was young, but it was sort of a visit, and they showed all the entertainment places, and they provided entertainment, and they showed the sort of the modernization, the industrial progress of China, and they said one day even Tibet can also be like this.
And you were young, but do you know, was he gone for a long time, a year or just a few months? And where was he gone? Where did he go?
This patient that Nima has doing Dawa doing logics doing
Gana said it. Dani is a good Mombu Shagmara. Martin Rota Tachi and Dogram, so the remote and Yomara.
Ane Gana la Kuala.
Jano said that Ganson Tony Buri Jano. Mota Nimichis and Bass and Runs Legoster.
Bus Nimachi Pagana Tira, Beijing Dolce Marwa.
That there is in Beijing as a Tarim Bumare.
Beijing Tarim Mare.
Tanda Jami come Sunjaga Leg de Losa. Nimachi do teacher.
And I call Beijing Dolce,
oh, third better
Beijing Tirva.
Tangan is a Ketangama, she shed. Thinking Jar which the pincher which in Jana pairing a power. The baby Mammy Redwa. The Renyom Chisha.
Umacho like Pala Mammy, Sunga Mammy do.
Oh, Maritiri, pay you, Mamma.
And it Garam which
you don't yonder, pincher which is Zongoi, says Zongoi Sita, Zal de Shelazongi.
So, Dad was even in the Tibetan army before, and Panji Rinpoche Shelasung. And he was when His Holiness and Panji Rinpoche went to on a China visit. He was the cook. He was the cook for Panji Rinpoche.
Mansusa Teha was a boy, Pachimbushwer. job penchi ni che nga tu pala ni siri ha ko mundu ta chunchu jindu tere lo choje se sir.
So as a memo, as a sort of a souvenir, we have a big picture, Panjay Rinpoche and like my father, but I don't recognize my father actually.
So father was cook for when the Dalai Lama went to China. Your father went as a cook for Panchen Rinpoche, who was with the Dalai Lama, and you have a picture of that.
He was sort of like for 2 months in China.
For 2 months. Do you remember what year or how old you were, Ani?
The pala chola pala gyana pedu hana chola lo khazo sina.
Nga tri haku meta kiu cheyoma.
Kiu marwe.
Nga tri cheyoma so ama gtendre ladir.
I was not born then.
You were before you were born.
Yeah.
Mom told me this.
Pa te yora nishe de tere do kundu khatsu sunjuna dawa jese shu isunsa ti jana tere kuje ta tere ma kusu mamre.
So he's only stayed there for 4 months, right?
Yes.
So, ma pala lo chuchu lo choje sir. Lo choje kanga inju te nga tolumba no ngema ledwa. O tiri am dishatwa.
So he's sort of the kusung mami, like the protection army.
Yes. In the protection army, and your dad was a cook in the protection army.
There's a ngal zogum sanga teshi mata.
Andira to pala khala swinger wa. Mami nala.
Khala zongere mami no marata. Pencherum buchu krong dundu seri jil denge. Shelo zo karina ta lokisarwa. Mudilin ta tsere police rawra.
He was more like a personal attendant.
I see. And so, Ani, you were born in 1960, and your father was put in prison in 1969, and so you were 9 years old. While he was gone, what happened in the family? How did the family manage with 6 children? 5 children.
Pala ta chonga la dadu khan ra ta lo thuks amla de derwa ani ta thadu ne nangmi do khande do nyamnyu yu nyang re khande do lo pala me ne khande do der ta
pe jo de kun chu che te ji yo bare nga cho ti nga da pinjo nin da pa cha thande chi yo re ra ti ga la ne ti sa tan ro shara se yo re nga cho tha tha tan do zo tendre ji ting ko phe cha no nye de kr bu mombora tilu yo mare tilu mombo yo mare
ane khala do sama sa ta
khala ta to nga chu tri chunjura mare mongol su mishi su sa shi sangol su re te su yo ya zomu ni yo re.
So we were very poor and we didn't have much. So we didn't have much to wear. We didn't have actually nothing to wear, and we used to always sleep on the grass. And but the thing was like for every 3-4 people we got one zoo animal. So we had like a lot of milk to drink. So that was not less problematic.
Okay, if your father was imprisoned. Were the other people told to shun you, or were they friendly to you because your father had tried to give back property and homes?
You mean the Tibetans?
Yes, the Tibetan. You try to give property and homes back. So did the people in the community try to support you and your mother, or were they made to shun you by the Chinese as a bad person?
And chesanta pala chonga dadu khana chola nangmi din sangma la ta mimang la khala re te khujim de keja ma she khonagi pala chemba re la re ki shimba mimang de jogi yakpo chison chu nyendam na yenge
yenge ru jig do de tendo me semba zombu ti ta mel tilu du ti je semba zombu to tre da nga tu mimang ge tendo zuri se sheg do
ani yakpo re se
yakpo re se.
So they were like he sort of did this for the people. Yeah. His actions were for the people, and that's why he had been caught. So they said it was good.
The people liked your father then.
and pala mimang zo pala gauchi girwa.
Gauchi. Tomboy.
They like the father as
They
he
like
was
your
very.
So your father went to prison when you were about 9. I think we said 9, and in 69. You were born in 60. Your father went to prison in 69. He was there for 6 years. So you get out. You're 15 years old when your father is released from prison. Do you remember what he told you about prison?
Ta pala to lo thuk chongal darwa. Ta pala lo thuk jela to chongane ma thyu du khana ne chola lo chonga singirwa.
하고 들이 강가 하고.
다도네 빨라기 가리숨소.
빨라 네 부구를 지스 네 탕거들 네 쪼쪼 gem바가 탕 너거들아 난 탕병인데 짠데 그시도. 짜 코노 밤인데 로 두들 짜진 보소. 짜 봐줘 요마라. 야민의 단어쯤에 짜진 보도. 난 탕병마서 빠와 이나서서. 뭐네 잡으시 저듯이 된다.
So there was a lot of crying and hugging. And my brother was hugging, but I saw he had really long hair to shoulders, and it seems like they couldn't cut hair in prison, and so I was sort of puzzled. Is he my father or is he not?
Yes. And when your father was in prison, where was the prison, and was it possible for you to visit him and bring him food or see him? Where was it, and was it possible to visit?
최락이 빨라 종가 나게 쉬라 종가디 과요래.
단다 대세를 양아세리야. 다 잠도 잠이 양아세도 뭐지 배워야 될 랑아 콘세 랑아콘. 단다 따유야 스테니치가.
따유기 야사.
이제 사다 데리 배워사리.
안에 다담 년담을 여러 왔나?
말이 가고. 니마 시가 가디 니마 시가 만노.
니마 체가.
록. 등아도 야 돈들면서 투여마 이젠다 두가 로다.
두가 땅거 말이게.
로트 말이 파 코니를 보고 들어야 해라.
아니 니네다 로투가 테마치게 줘야 말이야.
줘야.
It was called Rongakong, and it was in Taura. It was in Tau, and it was a little far away, and sort of like a half day's journey by car. So it was in Tibetan land. And so but the thing is like my 6th year we never visited because my mother already had so much to manage.
아빠 듣고 쉬우시 쇼케를 뭐 강가 장호 쩌슈 정르세 차와 쉬어라. 그래서 내좀 많이 샤이라. 쇼케 두스 디스 먹이 식도사. 전칸 전바 강가. 아니 콘좀 문다 두스 디르서 머리 처음은 두사 사요 말아. 아니 마트런 저 마사코를 사코부터 조고인데 근데 다한테 그도사 아니 데 샤다 카다스 지요리 샤시 디근데 디 패그도사 야패 시로사 그도사
수그로사
잼바르 기로 잼바가 짱칸은 뭐 동타 뭐 왜라 디디 쇼케르는 문다 디스 제스 깡가
랑도하나 미시데
시드사
미죽드스
컨조는 베르 조마라 컨조 잼바르 디고 베네 도고 베터면 들었어. 막 사고 맞네. 샤샤르 샤다 키다 근데 이제 사도.
도고 사도다.
도고 사다 로칸가 사그라.
So whenever it was like a lot of people used to sleep on the ground. So in lines. So whenever they woke up, there 6 or 7 people had already died.
In the prison we're talking about.
Prison. So he told me there's a lot of problems during the prison, and so because of when due to starvation, the stomachs had come out. It seems bloated.
What had come out?
Stomach. The belly.
The belly got full.
Bloated. Yeah. Due to lack of. So even when they're supposed to dig the graves for them, and so since that they had also nothing too much to eat, so they couldn't dig so much. So they used to keep the corpses there. And dogs used to eat it later.
And Pava Gundrasig, Taleri, Kungaran, Dims, Laki, Marison, Tazombo, so there is regular ropa and as never jet transmitted the Jamu in December Zombunduson. And he Kamazo Marison, Papa song is Shasta, Papa Mambo Sogra, the song is Shasolas, the Nitin Aluda, Labuyera, take your remature Jaco. meno to ani ti
Labu.
Labu da ja alu do alu. Te ji ya mel to khne kun chu chi go ro par ji te go ye sa. Under the position sa.
So he sort of believed that this was sort of a karmic action, and you know what, you can't help. But he tried to help the sick and the weak people, and he was, because he was such a good person. The Chinese gave him the responsibility of managing the pigs, because they used to raise a lot of pigs there as well, and so even sometimes like he used to just put the radish and some potatoes in fire, and sort of burn them, cook them like that, and just give it to the other prisoners.
What did you mean when you said your father thought it was sort of karmic? Can you talk about that a little bit? And what was karmic?
Choelagi palagi sungno de thama lere larwa. Le khajine gyumse khande dos.
Ta chengma khro ta chi mal dupo tong cho ji ji re ta da ji ndo go ina kon jeva mes ngara ga chi yora sangjo de suyin se ta tylo do khomba da kanga phate chara mima chor je tre thayara rig tu sa chipu tu sa ko
songala kiudular
te kasna soso leka sangya te söthara chipu dilagud te amangn chibu kawa yore pugun thong ga mare nga thonggo mare se ngra kem tu sa ngana uncha ye chetena mimal tre sa kem tu se.
So he said like the karmic action was because of the bad deeds in past lives. But my dad said he had no regrets, and he was sort of happy actually, even in prison, and because he said that he whatever authority he had, whatever he could do, he had already done it, and this is why he was in prison. So he was sort of happy, and he used to say he was happy in prison. Later my mom also cried and said, what happy, you don't know our pain. So look, you didn't see me, how I was suffering, or the children were suffering.
Yeah. Mother had a different kind of suffering.
Amla nyangya nyangro
ama nyari. Ani pi pogo jil ta saya tendam pi dupo shu thora. Ta kanga muge ter. Mugu lumba te muge ten ro ma sit turn yu sha goda. 치춘주 제르티노 무슨 카토고 말로 땡야 하고 녀자 콘세 저지다 마민너지 녀한테 사이트 드릴 나도 보고 두여라 딜 자마 셰카 무서요 맞좀봐 땡야 하고 대 나다 쪼쪼니 라타티 있당 그래 드릴 자미 라탄 로고 아니 디 못던데 터네 대도 녀보 좀 봐니 녀사 ndezodile.
So even like we faced a lot of problems while growing up. So me and my two elder brothers were sent to school. My two brothers were sent to Chinese school for some time, and so we didn't have enough to eat. Like we would just ate like sort of vegetables, boiled vegetables.
And this is when your father gets out of prison. You're 15 years old. Is that when you were sent to school with your brother to Chinese school at that age?
Choelane lo chunga sinu khala gamigi ta lotra taro.
Nga lo latan do lo guchunda.
Lo guchuna lo khazas tanso.
Lo sun karndoni. Yin no mnge do de nge pa ya tong. Nge pa chen kon lo ra. Mnge ris chino mnge go pogur de do mo chuse me tan so nga latan do ya do la gauye.
And the losum jele ya domo do yung mongola
ma sada da mnge pogo shiri la mo go se tang gje yoma
ade gamig yung mongola. So when I was 9-10 I started going to school, and I went for 3 years, but later they said your father is like this, is a convict, so you cannot come. I really wanted to go.
Ani, can you tell me what happened this is a school run by the Chinese. In this Chinese school, what kind of subjects were you taught for 3 years?
Anchoilata losum gamilota dorwa. Gamilota lobseng 100 slop good, lobjong 100 stick.
The anzi lagre, jamukusu yigi lagre. The tombo in pay cotton zone, the pay this lagut.
왜 랍기도 돼.
Lagir.
람기에 배발.
Lama jur. Gambanone lama jiman.
아니 앙지체 아니 갸게체 아니 벽에 띠식체 아니 샤바 체닉 돌라고 말아.
이제 아마 제리도 가이.
So we were taught maths, Chinese language, and even a little Tibetan. There was a Lama who used to come and teach us.
And were the teachers from China or from your area? Math and Chinese.
아니 디 갸게 람게 다디 앙지 람게 디 기겐 sama 갸나네 변네래.
지 잖아요. 아니 태우게 있어야 배배기 재미지요. 디 안질라. 재미지 자게 자일라.
So the maths teacher was Tibetan, a lady, and the Chinese was taught by a Chinese.
Were you a good student?
최근에 로주 야구인데 로주 야구 난게.
나 로주 빼가게 아니 진짜로 나 춘춘은 가로 sem반다이 좀보 여사를 따데리. 아니 난 부르지 마티서 부 같이 잡아 땅에리 찐 땅에리 잠이 라고 말아. 니마 시대고 시 장마저리 나 ཉེན 레마 보이타이 티타스 ཉེན
So I was a good student. I used to love being in school, and even like the kids used to shit, there. So I used to like clean it. So even the jamig tegerwa, giging tegerwa. The teachers gave me this red cloth to bind at my arm, for my good.
For good deeds.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let us continue with your story. You said when your father got out of prison, conditions were difficult. And then how old were you when you... So what happened from the time your father got out of prison to you left for India? What was happening in your life? So from 15 to 23.
빨라 종간에다 로종간에 누가나 마태용으로 저라 로종간에 누가나 근데 또 야갈 추초도게 인도 로 기생하러 봐 안디다 디파르다 로추스도 로추라 믹스 가리래 중이나
다 되네 로추르네가 다 주르네 주르네 디다 갈래 동보고 뭐에 저지엄서 때문에 내가 마포다 요소마시 레고서라 zmazo mashi lega sara lo churu nenga muchembi kamate
michembu
kama chuchurare hianda o tidiga ke dar kozo
ane
leka ya fo sogu duse
내가 야부치 내가 좀불라. So when I was 16 itself, like because I was good at work, the Chinese treated me as an adult and yeah, so I was given the full privileges as working as an adult because I was quite good at what I did.
And what kind of work did you do?
저는 겸이 차례 가는 게 내가 가는 거 신가라 뭐
신가 짜페야 니 유마세조야 요리 짜페 유마자 신가라.
It's all farm work, weeding and just mowing and stuff.
Okay. And Ani, did this change? Why did you want to leave if things were pleasant for you?
저는 다고래 신가로 내가 책으로 안에 그저기 님도 제바치다 저라 밀게로 저걸로 주두네로. 아니 강에 금니 별 자갈 출래 아니 금세 하나도 없어서네.
다 텐데슬레 아니 다 진세 라제 테리 나 로냐시 짜시 그토 절 소조가 제테 리다야 리조그리야 다 요야 말아 리조 아니 텐데슬레 아니 트레일 다 티세야 포레 쇼케 오마티 슈자레 티파른 추라쿠 아니 티세 저도 티저 드마렌 티세르 테니 얘기다 제츠물레 난타 라마지요르 마상에 코다 라마 이르쿠마 지금바라 마 송에 라마 지샤르
마송에 라마샤르
마냥에 어디가 제츠물레 난타 댕가 쫄 언제 체그르 시에그 된가 아니지
너 니사직 있는 거 하나
너 짜시
니스탑시
Okay.
So And so when I was 24 years old, I used to sort of go for milking the tree in the mountains. Milking the tree, and so I used to milk the tree and milk, and then even make boiled and make cheese, sort of cheese. And so that time the butter, all this butter which was made by the milk, was kept at the Lama, with the Lama. Lama di shusa di bhage rikan ra.
Ri ngatu nyombor ba anda zo gurun ta nangchi. Menda ngayer. Te ina ko pembora.
So he was like sort of our head, and he was the keeping butter, and that time he used to tell me, give me lessons in religion. And that time I became a ani. A nun.
Oh. So this is at age 16.
24.
Oh, excuse me, at age 24, you became an ani because you were getting lessons. What does it mean to become an ani? What does that mean?
So at 24 I just listened to the religious discourses, and at 25 I actually became entered. I cut off the hair. Yeah.
I cut off the hair and became a nun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I actually listened to all these religious sermons from 24 when I was a girl.
You listened from 24 to 25. Did you have to do that in secret, or was there freedom to do that?
아니 근데 다 봐야 되라. 아니 구심 치레기 가지러 치레. 다 봐라. 아니 차로. 아니 구심 치레.
다 라마티가 다 로서 산이 리스리 트리 낭골 파레. nga pagi lar nga da ropa chipar te tola chir te lamako ngarang eta ane ngeni ropa ni zora chite du ta tola chir pu che sadra ngara tini ta fachari gundala lu yapo yo mare tini ama khoju nya sar nge ye jande ni shondo ga sara ane ama ngur ani pomuti ga nde sendi so hote ta cho shinka le demo go sa tini nga ja diolas
아니 아니 찬 ගැමින් 저기다 직 lag 마로
lagri ta zuma sune lochis ta zuma kwante
so I got my hair cut off. It was one day before Losar, which is called as Namgang, the last day of the end of the Tibetan New Year. And that time with two other girls, and but of course, there would have been problems. So I was wearing fake hair for 1 year. My mom was very sad when he was sleeping. She's like, "Why did you do this? And we should go to India and and where His Holiness also resides."
I see. Wearing fake hair. What did it look like? What kind of wig was it?
저도 다 좀마디 간데다 오셔.
드라마자 시시즈가 졸라그래. 데레레레레레레라 대파전에 쟤니가 관도 들 군조 다 메짜던데 공이 뭐 보용거랑 좀로 봐서 내 군조가 통들이 안에 소설에서 좀 문제 간좀 통수 짠들라리 가 좀마 관더라 군조 언제만 보시게 됐어 미마트지
나디 간데 자랴 간데 자래
자 말이
근데
근데 짠셔라 네네 선데 타우 대필렌서 그 란자 관들마 샤모나시가.
So the small hair was sort of weaved, like that. So it looks like it gave a resemblance of having hair. So the people who came and they thought you heard that you become Ani. But then they went back and said no, she has hair.
She has hair, okay. Ani, why did you want to become a nun?
chola Ani chayagi ta gyumzen khanira oshina.
진짜 땅가로 놈이 그러는다 둥한다 어떤 통짜라 뒤치네. Tene tang koan de joatin ta singan chasaja namandro namasho singi momboyer tingan ro mes nga anisuin la musudo nima ding tsare nga nama
tema hazu
nama
tesare
sen nima ding tagi la ni loso chen nima ding nga nama tegra ni nga ta phashir.
So 7 days into the new year they were going to give me away as a bride. and I also received a lot of proposals for marriage. So, but I had seen the sadness of the family, so I didn't want to get into a family thing. So.
Tell me more about that. Why didn't you want to get married and have a family?
Until I need the changsa get the pu the kyoga yogi deba khajil mindu.
Ta nge amal cho ga chara ta jami ye shibara ta ngala tndo yungris tani Jetsun Milarepa ta chuya pozo ra kro ani ta tejil tan cho achen se.
So because I had already seen the suffering my mom had
jitendel cho mundu sans ta cho anda chir ta.
So in this like sort of worldly matters, the sort of so there's so much sadness when the mom had to bring up. So I thought like maybe it will also come on me. So I had enough of the sort of this worldly matters.
And Ani, what spiritual teachings did you find very inspiring that the Lama was teaching you? What spiritual?
And chul ane the chug lobjong nangoro chug lobse mixe do khariris nyebu chungso.
Tere tika sile
tanda so marnguma
nguma seno Jetsun Milarepa ta religi sabi mutsu saya mara ani senche ge tense tende kale jar ngada kala saya ir ko ir nge ani so mutsi kem disanso
ane lobsen do khariris na so mixe do chi
musi ta tan de gun ne chu de phage ni yi jang ani tanda no ta tanda no sa sin non ta yure pomon hasa la un dupotere namandro dipomo bote chi yure jarashi.
So it's because of the sort of the plays, the stories that I heard which were performed, in this religious kind of place, and I really liked the message.
What was the message?
Tadi
What message moved your heart in the teachings and in the plays?
So chesa dentro di lobjon nangyo di chonan de ta ani charwa. Ondi mixe de khar dostu. Ta chonang ning la khar dos leso.
That ko tanda ja su no sa bu seate namandora dichimbo shoyindori. Ko go namando sa putiga simo jora ta simo sere goma tigu dupo mamu tangre. Niko belenchi shinne ta konto kene gwara si jel pet kono si chi jo sandro ani ya tang delo pe chiron rogo yes ani ta bel ta ngojun senchego ten drogo yes ya tang jo ndari pet kro ton pe ma se ten sesher kono rosa ji trapa sondri si chi yora choga
the tumna ra
tene ani nyamu sei te dupo tang ne pet sesher ko ne chi pet shinne nyano ne ya tang ne kunchu gon maro do kanga swer ne ro treno khatsari yine ya reji rono re long de se tombo te ma to ko da po jayma ani ko shu da po jar rono me se ngashi ji chi jaga se che te se ya tang song se la ko
So I was inspired by two of his very famous plays. One of them was opera, and this first one was about Milarepa, like how he lived an ascetic life, and how in one lifetime he was able to attain Buddhahood, attain Nirvana. And the second one was about the Tibetan opera, about Nangsel, the protagonist Nangsel, and basically she went as a bride to a rich family, and in that rich family, her husband's relative was very cruel to her, and she really tormented her, and when during the torment she died, and the protagonist went to hell, and hell, and it was said like you have been very good and you have a good conduct, but so you should be sent to the human realm once again. So she came back to life. So after she came back to life, she had enough of the worldly sort of matters, and she thought like she would leave this sort of life, and she became she was involved in religious affairs.
Ah.
So this is what inspired me to become a nun.
Good. And Ani, who was the Lama who gave you the teachings, and what sect was that?
아니 초라네 초라다 디 최고라 생에 대상 라마 민카레 라마 체나 카레
단다 벨
별라 뭐마
티제 로수 땡지스
루수
록사 땡지
록산 텐지 네 코나 길룩 발라마레 길룩 그러와
라스
안체자 아니 길룩 버라
나레시 강가요르 나 빠완 사짜리 아만 길루리 네 브레드 니어리 텐나 까주리 난 다리메리 강가 하고에 가스나 산지 전된데 추만토는 소야요 말이라 동샤다 존셰다 딱 망체 라지 라말 그런 까바발라 소안데세 또 잘은 rum부치다 란저자와여라 고마 rum부치 소안데 제무츠 망체 딱네 텐타 강가 따이 될 채와 문두 될 산지 전된데 추무스는 소야문데 나나 갈래 로종 소소소 다 리메.
So my teacher's name was Lobsang Tenzin, and he was a Gelugpa. And I personally actually believe in everything, studied all the sects, whether it's Gelugpa, Kagyu, everything. Because my family was very mixed. My dad was Sakya and my mom was Gelugpa. And two of my brothers are now Kagyu. So since the sort of Buddha is same and the paths are different. So I go one by one understanding these things.
I see. And did your father have any reactions to your shaving your head and becoming a nun?
아니 최락이 빨라기 가르숨소 안에 그 최락 아니 차네 지.
요 말이 되게 빠 총살. 나 안에 인데.
By that time my dad had passed away.
Oh, I see. Okay. I remember now. So, Ani, what happens next? You're now a nun. You're living with your family. Are there other women in your community who became nuns? And are you wearing regular clothing? So are there other women? Are you wearing regular clothing? Or did you have to stay in lay clothing?
아니 초락이다 낭 대사 년점라 아니 창에 셴바 끼면데 여러분.
난 단다 마겔 정부시엔 파겔 칭요라 중에 강여래. 아니 네발리 나블리 카야스 들라 가데. 단다.
아래 별랑 유독하나라? 별라 유독하나. 별라 유독하나네 아니 셴바한테 창에 두에.
아니 종에.
아니 종에 두에 셴바.
다티소 응말도 nga 당에 로빠니 안에 저리 르지케가 저려. 르지가 하 상고 다와 르지오마 안에 르지오마 가스나 디리 domba싱년을 주기 히세 지여를 될 찬로를 년관로 패고 말이 네 domba시살은 농울레다 메요 마보커 근데 이제 나보커한테 되고 로찌니 로순치 빠뜨때 전로이 롱알 잠이서데
롱아 잠이서데로
답반
다도네 누글로 다제근 되기래
다제 그냥 주말 가가 gond바가 또 차려요 말이 나노 다스다 소초고만 많이 되지 된 거.
So basically there were like with me there were two other people who were sort of ordained and we were not allowed because all the monasteries and temples were already destroyed, so we were not supposed to wear monastic robes. So even sort of the chanting the mantras and do it and the prayer beads was done in very quietly and silently.
And how long did you continue like that until you left? Did you continue like that as a nun secretly until you left for India? And how many years was that?
chöl ane de ta kusim chen chöl ani da chöl 대바친 데려와
롱가 데려
롱가
손주빠도 데려 예시 짱하네.
So till for 5 years 손주 받더라. So till I was 30. Yeah.
Till she was 30.
30, yeah.
30. So from 24 to 30.
25 to 30.
25 to 30. 25 to
When I was 30, I came down.
Was it hard to keep secret for 5 years that you were a nun?
the longa ani is in Malabse cousin then and the Cabo Chunzo.
Cover your Yamisan and go to the Tompo Tomara. And then it will not Shami Jamik Shamot and Rock the way.
So it was difficult, because I used to wear like black clothes and I used to wear Gamishamorwa. So I used to wear a Chinese hat, a cap.
In disguise. So, okay, so that was 1977 to 1982. So in 1982, what happened? In 5 years when you left, can you tell us what happened?
In the 5 years, what happened?
No, when the 5 years were over, what happened?
The longa and the hymn there, and Chikton Gupchu, Chikton Gupja, get you giving a caricheson.
Janila Chiller, Jagal.
Oh, I came to India.
Came to India. Can you? How was that easy to do? Was there any difficulty in coming? How did you prepare?
And they call it Taji Kandana, the Gagalea, the Kabu Chunzo, Canada, which is
the scientific cake come. Now, Muyadra Muda Tiji cake come. Naya Ropa Yisane, Haya Chinchu, yes, and the charge you cut your mundit and right dressra. Nimuchi poet dress a cake come and nanny. And it do you. Don't know you, Langoni.
and the color Kandara.
No. Tapewa iti train with the anini rera, Annie dendro.
Chola chickboard door.
Chi ropa.
Ropa chicken.
Lotar
On the Anira.
Anne Marita. Kuroncha said,
Uma Anira.
Mama,
And you do Aniem to Ani Nislerva.
no.
So that time there were 2 nuns, and I didn't take any food or money to, I just had a small utensil. With no cap on it. So when I was coming on the way, since we were 2 nuns, we sort of begged, and the Tibetans people.
You begged all the way down. Did you wear ropes?
Otherwise Chinese wouldn't allow, so we wore black clothes.
You wore black clothes. Did you just?
Me.
Yomaris, Samba Yomara, Rope Helmaris all the thing. And so how come I ought not the letter? Someone got to call lay.
So the bridge was already very sort of dysfunctional. There were no sort of sentries there. But somehow we managed and came.
The bridge between Tibet and Nepal? Which bridge?
Samba khwala yore.
Sansa Roddy. Dandala Sheka Jamizu thought Jashant. Sheka Nebalizo. Tingle Natalan Road.
Between Chinese and Nepalese.
Right.
That area is called Trum.
Trum.
Yeah, the one side is Nepalese and one side is Chinese.
And so you walked across the bridge, and then you came to Nepal, Dharamsala, no, Kathmandu.
And Cholane
then Shapuchi Zenkan Zushuman.
Shakuchik
Zenkano
khwala.
Damni.
Tramona Gami
Oh, Jamaican to Consul Latra and Kambajino Zusa. Then it's short.
Nima hazus there.
Shapuchi Zusa, 10 to.
So therefore one day I was put in prison. Near that.
One day.
Yeah.
Nima chigro. Ane gondalyosa.
Gunda the Kundu Gondio Jamunda. The Kecha Nyandri Pashi Kambaji the police. The Gondio Jamasungita, Trusun Lago Ejira, Sedu Pemara, Gondio Jamasoni, and there's a Kacha de Jasha, and there's Kacha Jayajida, and then no lola maloni chawati sitang the troy.
So the sort of the guard seemed to be Kamba, understanding from his accent, and he didn't lock it, and he sort of bolted it. So it was before sort of the light broke, like before dawn. There was a bit of rainfall, and just I started to open, and I ran away.
After you were arrested?
Yeah, okay. After saying one day. So because the Khamba guard didn't lock the door.
Right. He did not lock the door.
Just bolted it.
You were arrested on the Chinese side or the Nepali side?
Chula ane jusa dene Gami chol juro.
Jamiri.
Chinese side.
Yeah.
Locked in prison, one immediately before you went over the bridge.
The samba madongmalera.
Right.
Yes.
And then the Kampa didn't lock the door and you escaped early in the morning?
And kambagi gonja gya marwa.
Jamasa.
And shoge ne ya chodorwa. Yes.
Where did you go?
He was probably from Derge. He was from Kamba.
He was Kampa. Do you think he left it open so you would go out?
저라는 강준의 고랑이 체내 샤레 삼거든.
삼거든. 다코 배와지 차네. 가슴 숨어인 건져 저라. 더더 저라. 까차 이자. 네 까차는 시구 차샤 라빠냐기도. 되니 로파 롱롱 조스 트라드슬레.
I think because it was a Tibetan sort of empathy, and otherwise he would have locked it. So I could reach the bolt, and I woke up my friend, and like let's wake up fast and let's go.
Go. Where did you go?
아니다 정안에 되는 거할 되면.
드네 산zal 치요르 니마찌 레서. 니마찌 치세 숨바살응에 자원 붙인거는 예스들이.
알아.
드리 뭐시 말텐디라 다시 저주지 까마쭈세지나 데데도. ngeni ngasol ngero pa thongum tu
khol jere
longon ta se longon jes
kar muche
ande saji ta pe moira tin je tegto kama che saji ya chu mun tu tani
chu sumbas la ro
gonda che se sumbas
gonda chu sumba to ngoda shogero da ngabu
mari gonda
alele
gonda che se sumbas ngani man ron ro dera chava sisi ta nima shala ma shala re shi trenjes muneri jadi chuma dang he jadi shaga ke
kamachus
kamachus panol de dira
so in the morning when we were going, before like around 3 o'clock, so it was a little bit drizzling as well, and I saw His Holiness like till the knees. I kept seeing him for 10 minutes
in your mind.
Same like ngune thong
nge korolan je da dra jarum buche insang te de shi lama pecha se kol mombolai karu chi des tin kun thong gum.
So I sort of saw it actually, and I kept telling my friend like, can't you see him? But she didn't see it.
You had a clear vision of His Holiness.
jarum buche ngune the mig ne thong
da doji te teril jarum buche recha tingarun jeza teresha temus jeni mara jor muchu temasun nga andasun just chiro kawani is krogo ta ngi shigda mombo temasun kawai is just teni daran se nga daran rogale daran nga yer nga sa sho asun teni tag mara ja sisa tisa ragumtwa tinga tresifino lo jongal latter somot
labri
andino anne kombanu matsani
다도디 통야 능문에래 간데다 오시.
당문에 존내 그런 다 논예 나시 통수. 니마 샬라 마시야.
아니 근데 깨져 지기도 하네.
시 순제문데. 나 근데 사이에는 파스 디식 터는 보다이도. 농칼 안디란 제도.
So it was a little bit distant, it seemed very real.
Very real.
Very real, yeah, till the knees.
Up to the knees.
Up to the knees, until he could see it.
And what was he doing or saying?
아니 통도 하나는 야름제 가리순거도.
순고 겐지에 맞서 야 트로트메 네로팔 타타타단 제도 빼마 볼라이. 데 건지음데.
He didn't say anything, and I kept saying to my friend like, look at it, but she was not able to see anything.
And then what happened, Ani?
안에 가르쳤어.
nga ta no interesans ta ngeni ta thagoyasa mari sangar ti paril ta jawon buchi kuno jegan dole ta ti gochiagoyasa ri sangarang no te se bachus.
So I thought like maybe I won't be able to see him because that's why I'm getting to see him now. So I felt a little sad.
You felt that it was a prediction that you would see him now and not see him later.
아니다 초일하게 삼수일다 단다 제레 주마 제라기 말에 삼로 돌려서.
네 인사리 다 잠미자 파준 로고야 지리서스 다 lumban 하쿠마라 lumban 토부 슈드 텔레만로 되고라.
So maybe I thought like I was going in the wrong way because it was all like rocks everywhere. There was no fixed path.
Tene somba the tus. Pachi.
Samba dana?
Samba.
Samba. Then I saw the bridge and then we crossed it.
No problem crossing the bridge?
Samba dodo hana kange do chung ma sa.
Ta xie su je ta luna to cha xia ba to ko zo mong bo re de. Zo ji zhong a ya sa re. De le du ma ni de su zui xia de de go le de su ko yo yi.
So there was like because it was very high and seemed very flimsy. So the two sides I kept holding and then my yun so I was on my knees and I just came like that.
Tene nga ku pa sa khobot ti se kha de khawa de mi sana to nga I chho no thang do sa ra de jalo kho ko de re sa ma so se yon sa re ya xie su te se
Khari tha so?
de thebo yo ra thebo chala
I thought like my luggage would fall down, but it didn't.
Oh, you were very fortunate, Ani. What happens next in your story?
Tene tel doji denjire tanda nga tri doji diler sani kundu tela chuji nangut pesu shugut tanda shama ta sadurumbo chi te lama chinshi re cha chinchi reda tene ta motonon mi pare nga kani katsu sansan je te jar chiresha henga ngi.
Okay.
So when I was in Bodh Gaya.
Oh, Bodh Gaya?
Bodh Gaya, yeah.
You went from the bridge all the way down to Bodh Gaya.
Ta pagen du se to ta yungu nele sure. Nele insa mai se te ta jela se chindu kinong sha esra. Ngani ni tu ni sha komba chobo itres. Ani
Hala dojinela.
Mari Nepali.
Nepali.
Di dreme lar lu te se te le pe yungu ta la so gdo ti tel la lu tenzo sa rejintu. Tel drema cha da de drema lu ta. Tel da mo bola.
So for us dawa houses there.
Dawa ni se la still.
Nepal, right? So I stayed in 2 months in Nepal. There was this place this holy place. So where there I was sort of grinding droma. Yeah. Okay. So I stayed for 2 months.
Grinding droma.
And they were provided food and everything.
Ani, what was your purpose in going to India with your friend?
Ne chola ne ta rokwanyam du jagale gi ta gyumze khane da us.
Ta pagen du na mna ku na po ko singa lagre. Nga to rayu do chare. Lama chi san dole. Ta singa lagre dipa mombo saura. Tene he mare. Tene chi tegler.
So if I was in Tibet, I would have to wear black clothes and do farming and and farming and earn make so many cents and even receive no education. So if I came to India, then that would change. And also His Holiness was here.
Yeah. So how long do you...
So that time when I reached Bodh Gaya, the next day I saw all very important Rinpoches, His Holiness Dalai Lama, and Taisetu Rinpoche, and many Rinpoches. And when that time I saw, he was quite young, and I realized this is what exact thing I saw in my sort of visions, and I really cried. I wept.
So you were seeing the Dalai Lama in person when you went to Bodh Gaya. He was really there, but it was the image you saw in the snow or in the mountains.
Ane chola ane di ta une juma ta Bodh Gaya la jega radu khana di nguma ane ri khana thongge di chikpa chikya ne do.
Chikpa re sha.
It's the same.
Nge khol la iro pal. Nge jegi ti jar chira de se thinga ngati.
So I told my friend also, see, what I saw was a real one.
So it was more a prediction of what you were going to see and not a warning.
Anchola nguma ondira chese gyarum bche jega ra di duga reme do ata juma ya jega ragire singin dire do. Yes.
Anila, how long do you stay in India, and how long before how long do you stay in India, and why do you go back to Tibet?
Chola ane gyara lo khasos tere ane dijala phe ma dongela.
Ta lo sunju re sha.
Lo sunju derwe.
Resa. 달로 순주 소치도래 다 순치나도 되셔
말에 아니 엄마 별로 저러 쳐라라 별로 패러 링이나 가가라 로 가졌대
순주
로 숨주대
나스
I stayed for 30 years
30
30 years in India
로 순주 깔데레 달로 트치다다래샤
so it seems like because I came when I was 30 so it was almost 30 years in India but 저 기만아야 별더라 단단히 로 저래 단단 독주에는 단단
스타스 순주
로 숨주 차서 달로지나 로 숨주 사그러와
달로 쭉마 달로 맞아
할래 맞은 로 숨주 차거래
순주람데
숨주라 로 저래 단단 독주에나 so yeah it's
다다 나니 도린도
나니 더와
그냥
so around 30 years because I went in last year
Okay.
to Tibet.
You went in last. Was that the first time you went back to Tibet?
저라 니동 죽지를 줘야 돼. 테마 당고 들어와.
나스
Yes.
Yes. I thought Ani had some experience of being imprisoned.
Yeah, then she went back once.
Oh, okay. So when you went back after 30 years to Tibet, what happened?
나 겨알아 로숨주 되는 저라 별로 파패를 봐. 나도 가리충소. 별로 가리충소.
야, 다 콩바다 어때지 다 건조 춘다 자치 루샤라. 신카 고 루샤리는 해마도 만다 페다 롱다 지스 로소소 신카 레나라. 데저리 야지 야푸치야 해마테카다. 소소 루르다 젠카 루르와. 젠카레 해마. 데 루샤라. rich hako munda ngema chen ka de sun jin chu ja chu go ma ke che ju wa ti ji shin ka go shara ta ya pu de teni te nga lo
this rawang da usre do
ro on ta ki jamille ma sun ro re cha jamille chen chond da chu ro re che mo shi
jamille mo de men do phage
shiram de
okay so
no le ti se
so they were
ma che ta ki sun shi ja ye te go nang ganga bewa re sha.
So there were not many Chinese there, and the people who were managing were mostly Tibetans. And there was so in the office there were 1 or 2 Chinese. Otherwise it was like there. So it was not like. So it was not like the prison of before. It was had more sort of relatively more freedom. You could farm your own, you know.
What prison before? Was she ever in prison before, Ani? Ani, were you ever in prison at all?
Yeah.
Okay. When at 30 years, just when she goes back 30 years later,
yeah.
Ani, you were put in prison? Why?
다 로섬주 제가 야가 로섬주 되네 파 별로 패러와 별라네 아니라 철라네 종가라 가진 루르
가시에 문에 지든 잠블리 운차요 망가나 바스네 요리 라야오 데 모모지레 나그 아마리세 데치투 자셰레
재미 파스 케레
제 바스 요리 때단 트르나 요마라 컨소 그가스 젠콘 루르
I don't know the reasons. Okay. Because I didn't have the right papers, you know.
Yeah. So when you went back to Tibet after 30 years, what year was that? What year was that you went back?
2011.
2011. Okay. And how long were you in prison, Ani?
12 days.
12 days.
Yeah.
Here.
12 days in prison.
No, nasula the Sam Tombora. Then trade me Sembajo. Then Naroshian, Chise Tombol. Zunga soon retari tin Gundal, Narashia, Nara, Tumbit and the Sheka Shes, Nara Lun. Mahatene got tail my young canon. The Consotion and Hankan Cosa. Member Gamangamen Shitasulas. Member the Tereche Chando Aresh.
Chamdon. So when I was in prison, like the reason I was released is that because of the high altitude and I was having a lot of health problems. So one night I started bleeding from my nose. The nosebleed was very severe, so like you almost felt like half of a tumbler. And when you reached the doctor, and he was seemed to be from Chamdo, he said like if it's a few minutes late and you would have died.
What did he do for you?
아니 멤버기 가리도 매 가리도 스트레스 하네.
매다 커서 치때도 시근다도 몸부터도 매자와 투점서 베드 때문에 채채서 때문에. 근데 마 동들라 네
뭐 하자 사스 맹가나.
단 니마 sura nima guse.
Nima gu menga.
Me le nang changkano tegt. Me chi changkan menko no le chitachara. Ani nang le tegt.
Nima gos ra.
Teni ma tang sa thad pata really no che shar ko so traga te to ko ni. Nga ja la san thoyo ma chi ri langol ra na puka tang.
So
Ka khe ha ko ma so really te si really no chu rim sa ko ma so.
really khwal tang so.
Really no sa jana mo ma.
Gana ma do.
Pele man ro sa ra la san ma.
Gana ma do tang ra.
Ten gol ra na poka really te si la hi zo re chi she so. La choro ro no juice. Chalor de ka chalas. Ma ka
Gana ne chu phel tang ra.
Mari
Pa gana chi do.
mi thombo do re. Changkano ni ma tengra. La sa lu ye marda. Ma jana pata tang ko so. Tang sher chalo dunya.
For 9 days, like after that I was discharged. For 9 days every day, I was in the prison itself, but I would get the medicines on fixed timings. And then I was released, and then they put a black sort of cloth, sort of a cloth over my head, so I couldn't see anywhere. And they put me in train, and then and I didn't even see Lhasa. Yeah, and chonga di ta jana la yarwa.
Jano ma tang sher de ni Lhasa ni ma.
Lhasa ne, so they sent me from Lhasa to China.
From Lhasa to China. Aha.
Ngan do mi yo ma te kje lu tino. Chalo do para.
With all my stuff.
Ni mele ngalan pa se yo mari tanga chu phai chu pa. Mota tong nge thro du ma tu kuncho 7 te chenga dua. Te men chalo mal ne thamu de nyuma ni chalo shi du de.
So even my stuff was lost because like even I didn't have the right papers for the luggage. Yeah, so it was 2 days.
Ani, when you returned to Tibet, you didn't go back to your village. You went to Lhasa. Is that where you went? Was that for pilgrimage, or what was the reason you went to Tibet?
Until the phela ma lodo e gyumse khare.
Ngaru te se nagdu te ni chowa ga ngendu. Ani ngaro ari go pomo yinda ye ti go ta ne chopa ga nyagor. Komuchi tonga ja ye re te ni meri re te sagra ni dongumtu.
So I was having health problems here.
In India.
In India. So and because and I used to get funding from this American thing, and they used to give me 1,500 and some medicines, but it was not enough for me.
And so you decided, Ani, to go back to Tibet because you thought the conditions would be better for your health?
Chula the samlola and the samjuli and the dosles phela phadu na this thagire samso.
That's the saya tu ya kang yongumara.
Pinga
ti ju thugra ngati.
I thought like there at least won't be any problems for eating, because I have relatives.
So how long were you taken to China? For how long?
Chula ganala nima hajo sharane.
Magalne chari tu sachi chi tu mudda so ro so tong. Renur male bagro. Chalano yoma ngarum be chinchi lapa no kaya jimso keko yoma. Tini ende zo choche ende zo desa mso niesa mundu relino. Kanga ende zo de relino du te doa. De chan la nyetse sun dogre ende de de jir.
Nyesum.
Ta yone la kunchu gusi ta wa anichitus. Ngeni sit ni doa till day.
So even though the journey was really, they booked me a bad train because there was no sleeper for day and night for 3 days. And so, but the best part was like that there was a Tawani who was sitting 2 seats beside me, so it was good.
What is that? A what?
There was a nun from from my region.
A nun from your. Okay, 3 days. So
journey.
To go to China.
China, yeah.
And what happened in China?
And when they reached China, they took no responsibility.
That kro jindu. Kol hasayan romando de gosara. Kugne santo kanga theater. Nimit kashi lot. Jalote.
Dami gana la kajin tangsharene.
Titin de lasan je machine tangshari kro.
So they didn't
Tanga lasa tong shu to pinjo mobora. Ngatsen kan su ndes lagro. Le lagri san.
So basically they didn't want me to get down to just go back to Lhasa, and because I would tell my relatives that I have been imprisoned, so that's why they just sent me to Lhasa, to China.
But you had only been imprisoned for for a few days.
Ane chonga daya nima khashish mas daya mar ane khajin shewar kunzo. 정말 나야다 니마 하셔야지 마시다.
니마 주순 주니 다샤.
So 12, 13
년신네 다른 년신네 주니 받다.
From 20th to the 12th
Okay.
dates. 아니?
Tini na jawa yes day.
Dawa
Bed day. Tini day to mundu ta pata dra nga shilon ro na uncha mundu kunzo trungdu ni ma chonga to jaga ro. Ani nga zo tumbano na ma serious ja extra. Ta changa re sha ta da bewa. Tini de ni troma so tin konche yore ta pagen ro tashi nda ten kange yundi mar so chile.
There my relatives came to take me and I stayed at the home for 8 months. And actually I had intended to stay like forever, like, but there again was like very strict. You know, I was kept under sort of surveillance. They were looking and there were a lot of spies. So I decided to come back.
You came back, okay. Okay. Ani, we're going to have to finish now, but I want to ask you a few questions about the Buddha Dharma.
근데 드저디 저도도 이내 안서다 낭셔걸지 좀 디바하셔야 지야인
났어.
Ani, what do you think is important for people like yourself to understand about the Buddha Dharma? What is the most important part of the teaching?
추가다 낭셔란 나라다 다 롭종다 개체셔디 가르를 삼고도
다 nani ta losun raw yiri me gebanu la matane gebanu du dere nga cheni mo botar phashi do phashi patalo chusun patatar dela gade china tenin tino sunja do soso seni den rawazo pichu ta phage sunja do cheni do soso sen rotondo sen ngaman roto chi yimayo ta kanga sono to no yozo dere teninga asu yegepe mo botarra ka sageni sutare ne sosulta ta toni siri chunso khotho go mare toni rawi to tombani
똥바 세드
tombani singete to tomba imbala chi ye dingi chi yore 어디 또네 대또네 네 nga shilu ma zo Tenzin Dechen kasne soso gu chuzo soso rong gu da ganja ya to somo to ya kangal rong gu da teaching nga shilu te lo ni sidere te ni
Gaden Choeling na lo khasas tere
chusun site
lo choksum. So I was at Gaden Choeling for 13 years. And there I studied a lot of texts about, you know, about sort of interdependence and like the past lives. And then I also studied, like I really realized about this sort of emptiness. Yeah. And did you learn Gaden Choeling choksum del theyo ro?
and teni ma shilu de teni
Chilo de this na yaga yungu de di.
pe ya pondo ni te dan bun pat tuni se ki yore te ta de ni chonchu sembe kol kya re da teni soso go ta sha ye yora mul pe to ya da ta lu ma lo ya ta chi yora te du chonchu sembe kol pi ta ngara go ti le ka da wo che de sa sa ji na to pa te le git.
So then I moved away because it was better to, you know, be alone. So then I was studying all this text on bodhisattvas, and there I learned about, you know, the how not to get angry and how to not harm people, and to study that, you know, it's slowly it's also coming inside me.
Ani, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Tanga 좀 trauma jina ta dewan tengi dunga mendeba kiparisa ane senyom banyan rohutu ta ya urashi.
So
even
like I feel connectivity with like the ant because it's also a sentient being.
Yes, yes. Well, Ani, we ask that you pray for us and for all the people of Tibet and for the work that we are trying to do to help.
And chezanda ani la chula tamas di lai ta phenang mimang kola che ane nganzo gi lega kola melam gero chi.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Tujana.